I don't want to do either of those things.
Yeah, but if you had to, though. We set the scene, we have a choice. We must decide on the correct answer. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Nathan, but not Nathan as you know Nathan.
And I'm Jess, who you've met before.
And this is If You Had To, though.
You're not Nathan or Kyle.
You're not, no.
But I'm Nathan.
Yeah,
You're Kyle.
Yeah, I'm Kyle.
Okay.
I'm always
got that out of
Kyle.
the way.
Yeah. So
We're all
this...
always who we all always are, surely.
No, but you're not me, and you're also
no,
not
but
him.
I'm never you.
But I'm not Nathan, but I am a Nathan.
You're a Nathan, but you're not the Nathan that is usually the Nathan.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're not the Nathan with a capital T.
not with a capital T.
No.
Yet.
Okay.
So this week I'm joined by Nathan Greensmith and Jessica Minchell.
At
But
the same time.
at the same time, unfortunately for you guys, not my first ever three-way though. I've already done a three-person episode once before, but you are my first ever returning guests.
Hooray!
I've not. So yeah, you are the first returning guest. So that is something.
We set the scene, we set the mood.
We've done
Some
that.
other intro spiel. This is Kyle, and I am Nathan, and you are not Nathan because you are Jess.
Mhm.
We return you to Would You Rather, though. Now the jingle happens.
That's the jingle's already happened. The jingle happened
Okay.
at the start of the show.
Okay, that's okay then.
I did see on Facebook you said something about someone kicking your gate this morning.
Yeah, just a
Yeah.
really angry person. Just that's it. There's nothing more to that story.
I thought there
Just
was like a
someone
big,
walked up to the house, kicked
Yeah.
the gate, and left.
no
Like-
idea why.
2 a.m. There was two lads walking past that I could hear chatting. He was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that sort of lad.
You know, typical
Oh, I
lad
know the
chat.
type.
Bye.
You know how me and you usually communicate, Kyle, sometimes. We're like, oh, Kyle,
After we've been down the pub after a few beers, yeah.
And then there was just a bang, and then and then they walked off, and I was like, what the hell?
And then
was that?
because they walked off, me and Jessica had no one to get angry at, so we just got angry at each other, just because that's how it works.
So not only did they dent your gate, they also dented your relationship.
Yes, that happened, Kyle. Are you Dr. Phil now?
Yeah.
Or Jerry Springer, or Jeremy Kyle?
Fine.
No, I was hoping you'd both be laying down on separate sofas and I could sort of talk you through things. That's why I wanted to get a couple on here.
I mean, I am currently on the chaise longue.
Yeah, with grapes.
Yeah, with grapes. That's where I am right now, honest.
So the premise of this show is that we create scenarios for each other resulting in two possible outcomes. We'll discuss each outcome's pros and cons and decide definitively on the correct answer. And you both know this because you've both been on the show before and you've both done an episode.
Are we cheating? We've been on the show before. Does this count as us cheating, Kyle?
Kyle's been on the show before.
Kyle's been on the show a lot.
I've been on the show 20 times.
You are really cheating.
Yeah. It's just a self-help platform. It's to help people whenever they're in this situation, it helps them know what to do. Because a lot of people, they get into a weird situation. They're like, should I do this? Shouldn't I?
That's the thing, though. Everything we say on this podcast is completely correct. So,
Completely correct. 100% factual.
yeah, there's no opinions. It's just all facts.
Mhm.
100%. Non-wavering.
But with the added bonus this week that if you're a couple, this will relate to you as well.
Yeah, so if you're a couple, tune out now, turn off the podcast, go and give Kyle some money on Patreon so you don't have to listen to the podcast, because it's going to be a terrible podcast. You have been warned, and here we go.
This is an autoplay podcast, and you have to pay to not listen to it.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you pay on Patreon, then I will tell you the answers. I will just put them in the comments.
there's no skip button. You have to listen to it all, or you have to donate to the
Or you'll
podcast.
never know the answer, the true answer.
And this episode is going to be 6 hours long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, we haven't even got to the first question yet, Kyle.
Can
How
you
long have we
talk?
been now? Like 20 minutes?
Oh yeah, we're at least 20 minutes in. So we better start the scenario. So
Okay, are we doing your scenario first or our scenario first?
I always do my scenario first. Do you not know how this show works, Nathan?
All right. It's your show, Kyle.
It's my show.
So do we both need to pick the same answer?
No, Kyle needs to... Well, we have to pick a final answer at the end, but Kyle has the
Together.
ultimate say.
Okay.
Stop interrupting, Kyle!
Basically, the way I do it, or the way I've done it the one time that I had two people on the show, is I'll ask you a question and you each have to pick a different answer. So there's two answers and you both have to pick either one of them, but you can't pick the same.
Okay.
Right.
So this week, you are both visiting a fun fair together.
Hooray!
I know, I thought I'd start off in a nice...
Be nice to get out of the house.
You're having a wonderful time. You're riding Ferris wheels.
Multiple Ferris wheels. They have more than one.
Like a figure of 8 one.
That's a roller coaster, surely.
No, figure of 8 Ferris wheel. Like 2 Ferris wheels together that you go onto one and you go around. I don't think it exists, but that's what I'm
Okay,
imagining.
right, okay, sure.
Yeah, there's definitely a figure of 8 Ferris wheel.
I already hate this fun fair, Kyle. I wish I'd have come here by myself.
It takes an hour to go all the way around it, but it's fun. You have a go at that. You go on the bumper cars, you watch the fireworks, the smell of candy floss and giant pretzels hangs in the air. You bump into a satanic-looking clown and you laugh in his face because, you don't care. He's a clown. That's what he's there for, to laugh at.
That's what his degree's in, clownography.
Clown.
So, yeah, you've had a great day and, you're laughing and just having the best time. You know how people laugh when they're having a good time.
I'm having a really good time, Kyle.
Final thing before you go home, you're going to try out the old abandoned House of Mirrors. It's been closed off from the rest of the park, but you sneak underneath the tape and you decide to have a go. So you wander through the House of Mirrors and you're looking at yourself in all these distorted forms, still laughing away, joking, having a lot of fun together.
I'm still beautiful. In all these distorted forms, I'm still beautiful.
Yeah, you got the squat version, the super skinny version.
Yeah, which is the actual version. Yeah, that's just a regular mirror, yeah.
Well, the one where it makes you look...
The one that makes me look really buff. That's the actual mirror. That's not a pretend mirror, yeah.
So you're wandering through this House of Mirrors when suddenly you stop and you notice that right behind you is that demonic carnival clown who you bumped into earlier. And he's standing behind you, looking at you in the mirror, and he's brandishing a fire extinguisher, the clown's favourite weapon of choice.
We just laugh at him again, surely.
You laugh at him because you think, look, there's a clown, isn't he funny? But he bonks you on the head with this fire extinguisher, and both of you pass out.
What a jerk. Oh.
Wait, which one bunks? He bunks one of us on the head and both of us are gone. I best go down too.
You pass out, I get hit.
Right, okay. I don't like clown.
He bonks Nathan on the head and you pass out from shock. When you both wake up, you're in a big empty room and you're both separated by a glass panel.
Is it a mirror?
It's just glass. You're not in the House of Mirrors anymore. You're in some weird abandoned warehouse. And there's this big widescreen TV in front of you. You've got one each.
Kyle, have you just become Jigsaw? Is this what's happening now? Would you like to play a game?
But like the more high tech, because TV.
I'm sure there was TVs in
Not
Saw.
in the initial one.
Is there not? I don't know. It's been a while.
They were in the toilet.
I've never actually seen Saw.
The first one's really
Okay.
good, but yeah.
Well, you're setting this adventure up just like Saw, Kyle, so please carry on.
And then a creepy mannequin guy on a bicycle drives in.
Oh yeah, he's definitely on a bicycle.
Okay, sure. Not even a tricycle, an actual bicycle.
No. Yeah, so the TV comes on and this clown, he's doing this interview, like talking to you on the screen, but the camera's having to follow him round because he's riding this bicycle. It's like the camera guy's running to catch up with him, trips over a couple of times, and the clown keeps trying to look at the camera as he's like swerving a bit because he's not too great on the bike. And I need a voice for this clown, and 2, I need a name.
Surely you're doing the voice.
I'll do the voice, but I need you to give me a name for this clown.
His name's got to be like Mr. Jingles or something, surely. Or like,
Charlie.
isn't that the mouse out of
Ellsworth.
that film where he's in the jail with Tom Hanks? Mr. Jingles?
Oh, 8 Mile.
Yeah, 8 Mile. Yeah,
That's the Eminem film.
Green Mile.
Green Mile.
3 Mile. Yeah,
Wait, is that?
8 Mile is a completely different film.
The Longest Yard.
Yeah.
So what are we naming him?
Tom the clown. Tom the clown.
Tom the Clown.
That's his clown name. His real name's like Spaghetti.
His real name's Spaghetti.
His real name's Spaghetti, but it's like, I need a serious clown name.
Yeah. When he's dressed up in his clown garb, he is Tom. Tom the Clown.
This is the worst part the name of it.
This is why he's like a side
Okay.
chauffeur.
So the clown, you see the clown appear on the screen, Tom the Clown, and he says, "Well, no one bumps into Tom the Clown and gets away with it."
I love that he's like a Texas oil baron. Boy, howdy, come on down to Tom's Clown and Barbecue.
Royal Clown and Barbecue needs.
Oh yeah, he does own a barbecue joint as well.
He's
Foot
like-
massage.
He's like McDonald from Texas.
Oh.
Yeah, like Ronald McDonald,
Oh, right, okay.
but from Texas.
Where was Ronald McDonald from?
I don't know, probably America.
Yeah.
Where did McDonald's start?
It was America, I think.
Probably America.
Anyway,
And now it's all over the world.
just like Tom's Barbecue.
Tom's Barbecue.
It's everywhere now. You actually recognise him. You're like, oh, that's Tom from Tom's Barbecue. So you're kind of upset that you actually bumped into him. Why don't you guys look up above you? And you look up and you see, hanging from the ceiling, are two items. A bag of candy floss and a giant pretzel. And both of these items are surrounded by this magical green aura. And he says, if you want to leave this place, then you must each eat one of the items hanging above your heads. And that sounds fair enough, you know, bag of candy floss, a giant pretzel, it's, you know, to get out of this place, that sounds fine.
Kyle asks which one we'd rather. We're going to have a really big fight argument, aren't we?
No.
We're both going for that pretzel.
No.
Okay.
But, he says, but both of these items are filled with my magical clown energy.
Ugh.
Exactly. If you eat the candy floss, you will never taste sweetness again. And if you eat the pretzel, you will never taste salt again. The choice is yours, folks.
Never taste salt. Not like, I mean,
like savoury.
Yeah, savoury. If there's salt been put into anything, you won't taste it. You will just taste the other components of that. And obviously the guy who's filming him trips over the wire, pulls it out, and the screen goes dead. So you've got your choice now.
So we both have to pick one.
Yeah, you're just trapped in this room until you pick either the candy floss or the pretzel.
and we both have to pick a different one.
Yeah, you have to decide between you which one you get each.
Okay.
Do you want the candy floss or the pretzel? I eat both. No, wait, I make Jessica eat both.
I don't think Tom, the demonic clown, is going to allow that. He wants to punish you both.
See, I'm not concerned about the green essence of clown.
It's just clown essence. The candy floss is just like dried out, spun, like clown energy. Let's call it energy because I don't want to call it what it actually is. Imagine you you've dripped it into a candy floss machine. It's just
Okay.
come out into spindly
Well-
fibers.
Candy floss isn't made up of a lot of sugar. Like, it looks like it's just a big thing of sugar, but the actual sugar that goes into it is like teaspoons.
This is interesting facts about candy floss, but that doesn't matter.
No, it does matter. No, because...
One's going to make you stop tasting sweet
but
things.
regardless of that,
Okay, sure.
if you're thinking about what you're actually eating, if you've got clown energy in candy floss,
By the way, I think we got the title for the episode.
Clown energy. It's like the Duracell bunny, but better.
but green.
Clown energy. Brought to you by clowns. Tom the Clown.
Tom's Barbecue.
Tom's Barbecue.
Yeah, so right, the amount of sugar in actual candy floss is minimal, even though it's just sugar. So the amount of clown energy in clown candy floss would be minimal. So therefore there wouldn't be a lot of clown energy, so it wouldn't be that gross. Whereas a pretzel...
How do you know it tastes gross? The clown energy might be
You
flavourless.
know, but the idea of clown energy.
Clown energy, yeah.
But then he does own the barbecue place, so he might be really good at making pretzels and clown energy things. Like, that might be a secret ingredient in
Basically,
everything.
both of these things are from Hickory's. Sponsor.
I know, yeah.
Carl's podcast, now sponsored by Hickory's.
Don't say that.
We're not actually sponsored by Hickory's.
The show. So, if we're just going who would rather eat candy floss and who would rather eat pretzel,
That's an obvious choice.
then I would eat the candy floss.
And I'd eat the
You
pretzel.
would eat the pretzel.
Yeah.
But for the rest of your life, Nathan, you would never be able to eat anything salty again.
No, I know.
And Jess, you would never be able to eat anything sweet again. No donuts. Like, you would eat them, but you wouldn't taste the sweetness. It would just be gone.
So then I think we would have to swap.
No, but the thing is, if we swap, I feel like that's unfair. Because the thing is, if you taste a lot of things, you're going to prefer... It doesn't matter who you are, even if you prefer savoury over sweet. A lot of savoury foods has sweetness to it that makes it taste nice. If you just put a mouthful of salt Just have a mouthful of salt, you're not going to be happy. If you have a mouthful of sugar, you're going to be fine
Yeah.
in life. Whereas, so like everything must have some form of salt and sugar. Like if
Well,
you
no.
no, but if you eat the pretzel and you can't taste salt,
Yeah. You can't have salty caramel
you can't
brownies.
have a lot. But then the thing is,
But do you really need salty caramel brownies when you can have caramel brownies?
Neither of you would be able to have salted caramel again.
Yeah.
Or you wouldn't be able to taste it to its full extent.
Yeah.
That's a shame. That's his biggest punishment, I think. Salted caramel is off the cards.
I'm trying to think of salt-based things, and the only thing that comes to my mind is
Salt-based things.
salted crisps.
Crunchies? Isn't the salt in
I
the
don't know,
in a bit?
but like you put a bit of sprinkling of salt on almost like every meal, just like a little bit in your potatoes, a little bit over
Yeah.
your chips.
Yeah.
Like salt and vinegar chips would be rendered like mostly pointless
Crisp.
because like chips, salt and vinegar
Okay,
chips,
Yeah, yeah. But you
because
don't- you don't
vinegar's
have
just
vinegar on
gross
chips
anyway, and then salt is just standard on chips.
So you just have salt on chips anyway. Whereas I could just have the vinegar and still have some enjoyment if I went without salt.
Yeah.
What about popcorn? If you go to the cinema, do you go for sweet popcorn or salty popcorn?
But yeah.
Toffee popcorn.
Yeah.
Just go full toffee popcorn, Kyle. No, I usually go sweet popcorn.
You go sweet.
We were in
Hickories.
We were in Hickories.
Hickories to salted.
right, yeah. That's not what I was going for, but
Have you been paid by...
sponsored by Hickories. They're gonna send us a voucher for all we can eat hickories for a day.
For a day. That'd be a lot of hickories.
That'd be yeah. But anyway, they only do salted popcorn, which makes me really upset because I only like sweet popcorn.
But then he eats it anyway.
But then I eat it anyway, just because I'm a fat bastard and I can't control myself. And then it was the same whenever when we went on holiday to Australia. All of that was salted popcorn everywhere, and I was just really sad. And I'm like, this isn't right. And everyone else is like, salted popcorn's fine. I'm like, no, you're wrong. It's meant to be sweet popcorn all the time.
Have you ever had salt and vinegar flavoured popcorn?
That
Who would do
sounds
that?
Gross.
That's the worst thing.
That is lovely.
While we're on the topic, Carl, mayonnaise popcorn.
Mayonnaise popcorn?
Yeah. What were those? Carl, you were there. You were actually there when we had those chocolate cheesy poof crisps, which were gross.
Oh, yeah.
The really big cheesy chocolate puffball,
They were disgusting. They were basically Wotsits, but chocolate flavoured.
which was gross.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was not nice. I
So
don't know
bad.
what they were or where we had them.
We
I
are
was going
not
to say with the Germans.
definitely
That
not
sounds like
sponsored
a-
by chocolate cheesy poofs.
No.
No, we don't want to sell that. That's not what we want to sell.
So what do we think? I think you should give up sweet and I should give up salt.
I mean, I don't know, because the thing is, it's just salt, not savoury as a whole.
But imagine you wanted to eat salted
But
peanuts.
it'd render,
You would just be eating peanuts and be like, oh, this is healthy.
but it'd render all of my fizzy drinks really gross.
Well, it'd save you some calories, wouldn't it?
No, well, how about you just eat both of them, and I get to keep all
So
of my taste buds?
So is it? No, that's not allowed.
Okay.
When you say sweet, do you mean in terms of sugar, or if there's a sweetness created by another method, would that?
Yeah,
still-
it's sugar, sweeteners, honey.
So artificial sugar is also
Yeah.
not allowed. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it-
I don't want to eat the pretzel. Wait, I don't want to eat. Yeah.
But is this pretzel any good?
Wait, the pretzel.
Oh, the
Lets me keep my sweet taste.
basically, whichever one you eat, this is going to be the best thing you've ever had. It will be like your last meal of
I'm eating the pretzel.
tasting this flavour. So it's like this will be the saltiest, nicest pretzel ever, but you'll never taste salt again. Or it'll be the nicest, most flavourful candy floss,
What?
but you'll never taste sugar again.
I know this is a would you rather though, because we have to, Carl. But what if we
Yeah.
ate both as one person, or we didn't eat either?
No, because
There's
you
both
want me
people.
to eat both.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
So I'm just seeing what the options are here.
You can pose it to Tom if you want. I can bring him back
Tom?
online.
Tom.
Okay,
Tom.
the screen switches on. Well, hi there, guys. It's me, Tom.
Welcome to Tom's Barbecue.
I was in the middle of filming like an ad.
Yeah, I was in the middle of my barbecue advert, but I've come on just for you two. Why haven't you chosen yet?
You know, Fairly Odd Parents. You know Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale
yeah.
Dimmadome. Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. That's what I'm getting from Tom. Oh.
Right, what are you asking?
Tom, right?
Yes.
Do we both have to eat one, or can one of us eat both?
Excuse me?
Also, what happens if we choose to not eat the pretzel and the candy floss?
Then you will die.
Okay. I thought that might be the case, Tom.
I have chainsaws.
What? What if one person eats both?
Maybe I'll just come in with my chainsaws now.
Okay, right, okay.
What if one person eats both and you come in with the chainsaws for the second person?
What if?
So, because someone's given up both of their things, so could you come and just destroy the person?
I do
who-
like the idea of chainsawing someone.
But
That is
what
my
if-
hobby, and it
what
helps
if
with my barbecue.
Oh my god, Tom's barbecue is people. Soylent barbecue. So, right, Tom,
Yes.
how do I know that if we eat the pretzel and the candy floss, you're not just going to come in and chainsaw us anyway?
Would I do that to you? Would Tom do that to you?
Right, so first of all, I'm making the decision. I'm making the
Yeah.
executive decision of Tom's a psychopathic murderer clown.
Yeah.
He's going to come in and kill us anyway.
Mhm.
So I'm going to eat the best tasting pretzel I've ever eaten in my life before I inevitably die.
So you don't want to taste salt anymore?
No, and I'm not going to taste salt anymore, and I'll just live off sweet things.
Okay.
And
Oh wait, no, not okay.
and you
I
can
want
deal
to-
with it. You don't get any sweet things. I'll fight you.
Right. Okay. Yeah. We fight to the fight to the.
We fight over the pretzel.
Do you want to rock paper scissors for it? Is it that difficult? Do you
No,
think?
I'm
It's not that difficult, but he's making it difficult. Is what.
What happens if we eat half the pretzel each and half the candy floss each?
Then you lose your sense of
Then
taste
you
forever.
die.
And you get chainsawed, folks.
Okay. Thing is, we're at an impasse unless we fight over the pretzel, the candy floss.
Yeah.
So we both got to do
But the
it.
thing is, you eat more savoury stuff, so I don't know how this is even an issue.
Because it's not savoury, it's just salt. If it was just savoury, then yes, I'd eat the candy floss. Because candle floss.
Right. Rock paper scissors.
But the
Okay.
salt adds the savouriness to most things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, it's still just salt. It's not
It's like
the overall.
crisps without salt, bland, boring. Even with the flavourings, like a lot of even cheese and onion flavouring, it's brought out by the salt.
Right. Well, Nathan's pondering. I eat the pretzel.
That's not allowed.
Yeah, it
We're
is.
both at the same place at the same time.
No.
Right, okay. So, this is what happens, Kyle.
Okay.
Right? I let Jessica eat the pretzel because I'm nice.
Yep.
I eat the candy floss.
Mhm.
And then we wait to see if Tom comes in to murder us or not.
Yeah, he doesn't. Funnily
he doesn't.
enough, he's too busy with his ad campaign.
Do we get released?
Yeah, as soon as you've eaten, the door's
Okay.
open.
We get released.
And then we
Yeah.
purge our stomachs
And then
see if that helps.
Jessica makes this suggestion, but before Jessica makes this suggestion, I murdered Jessica for eating the best pretzel in the world,
Yeah.
and I then murder myself because I can't eat good food anymore.
But you're the other worst.
I commit seppuku. I just I don't know where I've got the samurai sword from, but you know.
So it ends happily for everyone then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what
And
was
then-
Except for Tom, he didn't go chainsaw anyone.
he didn't get to chainsaw anyone, and his barbecue business went out of business.
Tom branches out into swords instead.
Tom will just open a chainsaw emporium.
Yeah. Okay.
And we're both dead.
So-
Thanks.
Yeah, so
Nathan.
right. Okay then. Well, let's make an alternate suggestion.
No!
I eat the candy floss. You eat the pretzel.
Mhm.
We both leave. Tom doesn't want to murder us anymore.
Mhm.
Do we not report Tom to the authorities?
Well, I was going to say, should we just go and chainsaw Tom?
I mean, where are we going to get a chainsaw from?
You could buy it from his
Chainsaw
new.
Emporium.
Yeah, he's just opened a chainsaw emporium.
Okay, so yeah, let's go and buy a chainsaw from Tom's Chainsaw Emporium.
Okay.
And then let's go and chainsaw Tom.
Okay. But he sounds like a wizard at this point.
He's not a wizard, he's a clown.
No, but
Were you not paying attention?
He's got magical clown powers.
Yeah. So could we not be like, right? We'll find you two other people you can do this shit to, and if you reverse our problems,
But that's not fair on the other. I'm not going to.
sucks to be there.
I'm not going to do this to two other people.
So
this is our problem.
What I'm hearing
Why?
here is sacrifice two other people. The ultimate decision is do whatever and then sacrifice two innocent bystanders.
Hey,
No.
hey,
not-
Tom. Have you ever heard of Kyle and Meg? They love.
But the thing is, we would then have chainsaws, know where you'd be kept, and we could potentially escape you. And then you could do the same thing if we don't get you out, and go back to somebody like, hey Tom, we know two other people, and then get them put in, and then
So-
four of us trying to get them out.
At this point, I think I'm happy to be murdered by a chainsaw.
So we're just going to continually
Continue the cycle until
trade
like
people.
everybody in the world has been through this shit, and there's two people left who are trying to get out, and then everyone goes and gets
The
them.
thing is, I assume we're stuck in there. We must be like tied to something, or there must be a reason we can't get out.
There's no doors.
I mean, how did he let us out then if there's
Magic.
no doors? Okay, so
Magic.
magic.
Yeah, the doors magically appear.
Right, so here's my question again. If
Yeah.
he's magic and he comes in to chainsaw us both,
Yeah.
can we not force feed the two items to Tom?
He's got a fucking kitchen chainsaw.
So Tom
No,
can never taste his barbecue ever again.
He's not going to open the doors until you've eaten.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he's thought this through. I think. He's
So I
quite
think the
smart.
choice is...
Can we treat it like you can a baby, where like we go, that was a really good pretzel, and we like hide it somewhere.
You
You're
just
like, "Oh, it's so-
stuff it down in
so
your
nice."
coat pocket.
Yeah.
Where's magic? He knows the truth.
That was a really tasty candy floss. Oh, it's too bad I can't taste sweet things anymore.
Shucks.
Is that not allowed, Kyle?
No, I think Tom's too magic. He will know.
So we both eat whatever the hell we want.
Yep.
I don't care anymore.
And then barter with Tom.
And no, we don't barter with Tom. We spend the rest of our days becoming magical clown hunters.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yes.
We basically become the Van Helsing of clowns.
Yes, okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
then-
I agree.
There we go. That's how it
Okay,
ends. We
so-
become clown hunters, Kyle.
So for everyone at home, pick whatever, it doesn't matter. Pick what you think you could live with the best, and then become professional clown hunters.
Yeah, that's
There you go.
how it ends. Done. That was a lot easier
Done.
than I thought it was going to be.
Easy.
We got there in the end.
Another one wrapped up.
Yeah.
Another case closed.
Clown going down. And we could just show up and do really like cheesy catchphrases. I would
Oh,
just
yeah.
kick I was going to say kick the door down, but because clowns live in tents, we just like kick the tent door open, so it just does a little flap, and it's just like it's time to stop clowning around.
And
Wow!
then
This is
Correct
no
answer.
joke.
I haven't got one, I'm sorry.
Oh, what a letdown. Let's have a look.
I
What
think I like
have
this-
we got
this one.
options of? These are the Jessica's ideas. This is what Jessica's written
Right, I'm
down.
gonna do
I
this.
haven't done one. I could just make one up off the top
No,
of my head, but we're going to do one of
we're
Jessica's
doing this
instead.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You are Jurassic Park.
I am
You
a
are
movie.
the part. Kyle is Jurassic Park. He's a dinosaur. Yes. Okay, I'm done.
Right, so you're like the boss of Jurassic Park, so you have total control, creative control.
Oh, I own Jurassic Park.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you're basically Thingy Hammond.
I can't see what she's reading, by the way. This is
I'm
this is off the
Thingy
phone.
Hammond.
Thingy Hammond. Kyle
Okay.
Hammond. So you've been trying to make a dinosaur, obviously.
Yeah.
Would you rather make?
No, shut up!
Oh,
So you've got 2 DNA strands that you've uncovered, and they're not quite dinosaurs, but you're like, you know what, this is quite cool. So we're still going to go ahead and make one of these. And so you've got 2 that are almost complete, but to make a complete genome sequence,
I don't know. Stop trying to be scientific. This is a
it's
hypothetical.
a complete DNA sequence of one or the other, you need to take some DNA from the other one, so you can only make one complete one and one like butchered one.
Okay.
So the 2 DNA lots you've got is a Tasmanian tiger or a direwolf. So you've got to.
Neither of those are dinosaurs.
That's what I said.
Okay. Why
So
why
they
is
were
he?
they were trying to find dinosaurs.
So what you're saying to me is Carl's got a zoo, not a Jurassic Park.
No, he's got all this shit going up and running.
Carl's got a Jurassic Zoo.
And in the sequence of trying to find dinosaur genes, we found these 2 genes, and they've gone. You know what? These are still quite interesting.
Levi.
They still don't exist anymore. People will be interested and will come to my Jurassic Park. And we
It's
can
not
have, like,
Jurassic.
Yeah, but it'll be before the gates, so it won't be in Jurassic Park, but it's like pre-Jurassic Park, even though it's post-Jurassic
So is he
Park.
going to make dinosaurs eventually?
He's making dinosaurs.
Okay.
But in the
He's okay, Kyle. You found some DNA. It's not quite what you're after.
This is my startup project. I'm like, I can create this thing, and then if people like it, then I'll move on to dinosaurs.
You get the funding to go and do dinosaurs. Yeah.
They'll give me
So-
the full grant.
even though you can only make one lot of DNA, you can make multiple of that animal from the DNA
Okay.
to bring the animal back in the future.
What about a dodo?
Those are shite animals.
Dodos apparently tasted really good. That's why there's none left anymore.
Okay, so you've got
Kyle could make
you've got 3 options.
a dodo barbecue emporium.
So you've got a Tasmanian tiger,
Yep.
a direwolf, or a dodo.
Or a dog.
or dodo.
Okay.
I know there's 3 options,
Yeah.
but you know.
No, that's fine. There's 3 of us. 3 options works.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go through. So first, a Tasmanian tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What benefit?
Native to
What is that?
New Zealand at some point, I think.
No, Tasmania.
Tasmania. Holy crap. Yeah, Tasmania. And New Zealand.
That would make sense.
Tasmania, no.
Were you there? Were you there back when the Tasmanian tiger roamed the earth?
They were eaten
Okay,
by
yeah.
Tasmanian
The
devils.
last ones existed on Tasmania, obviously.
Yeah.
That's my special moment out of the way. Where did the direwolves,
Direwolves were like
Exist.
Europe, I think.
were they?
I think so. Maybe
You
like
can't just
Russia.
Google this. You've got to have these answers ready. And then dodos that come, as we all know, resided on the Isle of Doe.
Oh, okay, so direwolves were from North America.
Does this matter?
You would just ask me?
I don't know, I'm just curious.
So what benefit would these animals be to the world? What benefit would a
They would no
Tasmanian
longer be
tiger
extinct.
Yeah, but would they benefit me in any way?
They would bring you money.
Well, yeah, they'd make professional bodies, like people who are willing to sponsor your research, interested in your park.
So
Okay,
direwolf,
yeah.
you could sell to people who really like Game of Thrones. Tasmanian tigers,
Wow.
you could.
Okay.
Tasmanian tigers have got pouches, and that's weird.
Well, they've got kangaroo pouches,
Yeah,
I think
they're
they're
like
marsupials,
marsupials, yeah, but they look like lanky
but they're
dogs.
tigers.
They're
they're-
dog tigers.
They're not technically tigers. They're like a dog.
Are you
they-
sure? Have you not just made this up? This sounds
No,
like
Google
some
it.
fantasy creature. Okay.
It looks like a fantasy.
Well, it's called a thylacine.
thylacine, yeah.
So we got kangaroo tiger dog.
Yeah, that's like 3 animals in one.
Yeah, that is pretty impressive. I like that. We've got magical dog
Giant
from
wolf.
Game of Thrones. Yep.
Big scary wolf.
And then we got random colourful bird.
That
Is it
tastes
colourful?
really good.
That apparently
Tastes
tastes great.
Finger licking
They've got
great.
like a big beak. They're like a biggish chicken.
Yeah.
Like a turkey with a fat head.
No,
So-
as big as turkeys.
I don't know.
They're probably going to replace chickens, though, aren't they? So instead of
maybe.
KFC, they might have KFD. And yeah, but
Yeah.
then they'll be extinct again, so that's no good.
Well, no, because you can bring them back now. You know how to do
Oh
it.
yeah, I've got the technology.
You've got the technology to replicate things from DNA. So what you do is you like inject dodo DNA into a chicken egg.
Yeah.
And you've got like dodos that come back. So it's like it's an extra. So like rather than having like turducken, where you've got like
turkey, duck, and
turkey, duck, and chicken, you can have a turdodo or a doducken.
But you could do that with any of the above.
What,
Like,
is there an animal you wouldn't eat though, Nathan?
I wouldn't eat a lot of things, Kyle. There's a lot,
Okay.
like I mean,
seafood,
If they-
anything from the sea.
that's the thing. They're farmed. They're farmed for a purpose. Then they're farmed because there are a lot of them. They're farmed because they're easy, and they're farmed because they taste good. Whereas other things have uses. And this isn't me going, animals are useless, because animals' lives are just as valuable as people's lives, Kyle. Which is why it's good to be a vegetarian, like yourself.
It's why it's good.
But us
not to-
meat eaters are stuck in our ways, and we're going to want to eat those animals, Kyle. Doesn't matter. We'd probably try a lot of things, but think about it. Like pigs, we probably
Yeah.
shouldn't eat, because pigs can find you truffles. Pigs are useful, right?
Truffles are good.
Chickens, I'm not sure what chickens do.
They
other
lay
than
eggs.
They lay eggs, so they're useful.
And they
we
like
shouldn't.
root your dirt up as well, so you like.
Right, so this is taking me on a whole different tangent now, Kyle. Right, so
This
cows.
wasn't my original question, but carry on. Yeah.
No, cows produce milk, so they're useful, Kyle. So we shouldn't eat cows.
But the dairy industry is bad.
The dairy industry is bad because they have to like impregnate the cows for the milk and then veal and then everything else that goes with it. Blah 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 blah.
Are you just converting yourself into a vegetarian?
I think
mate?
so, yeah. So horses are a great mode of transport
I would eat
for
a
farming.
horse. I would like.
I mean, that's been a thing, hasn't it? I mean,
Yeah,
what,
but-
was it Iceland or whatever?
I think
And the
most
horse.
people who eat meat have eaten horse anyway, because there was that whole point
Yeah.
about 10 years ago, wasn't it, where they were
Yeah.
just
So-
serving horse meat.
But they can eat it
And
in
then-
like Switzerland, doesn't matter.
And then
how
your
fast
sheep,
Anyway.
your sheep make you wool.
Yeah.
Goats, cheese, same thing. Your dogs herd all of your animals and protect your property.
Dogs are companion animals, aren't they?
Well, that's the thing though. But people eat
They help
dogs.
blind people.
Certain countries, not going to mention which, eat dogs, right? Just saying. Then they eat lots of other weird things like bats, which cause particular illnesses to go around the world, or whatever that was about.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I think I'm not eating meat anymore, Kyle. I think
Yeah,
I've
that's
gone
what
off
it sounds like.
Yeah.
Do you know
So-
what? I'm going to live on solely pigeon. Rats of the sky.
If you eat pigeon,
I'm
it's
gonna-
tiny. There's no meat on
I'm
it.
going to eat pigeon from now on. That's
The
my
most-
go-to food of choice.
Surely the best creature to eat is human, because there's quite a
Probably.
lot of meat on them.
Loads of those.
Yeah, there's loads of us around. There's too many at the moment.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's probably a good idea to start farming humans, like the dumbest of us.
What are you trying to say, Kyle? I'll
That's-
fight you, Kyle.
Wait, that's like basically, was it 1984 they've won? And they've got like, they breed people for like to do the dumb jobs, the grunt jobs, and then they breed people to do the better jobs. And the brain basically, the brain isn't like made to be any smarter than they need it to be for X, Y, Z job.
Yeah.
And it's interesting.
Well,
What's
it's like-
this talking about?
About like, you say, right, we need more workers to do the grunt jobs.
Yeah.
Right, we'll make loads of dumb people.
So are you saying kill dumb people for meat?
No, I'm saying it's like that.
I mean, yeah,
I'm not saying you should. I'm saying
hypothetically.
no. I'm saying in the book.
Yeah, this book you're reading, yeah.
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 They go. This is where we need the people to make society work. So, very hypothetically, if that society existed in real life,
Was it Abe's Odyssey where they were eating like the Abes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they went through all the different creatures, and then they were like, "Oh, this is what we've got left. Our slave workers. Let's eat them next."
Yeah, spoilers. If anyone hasn't played Abe's Odyssey,
Yeah, I mean,
it's been out for a while. Where have you been? Right, okay. So we've established that we can't eat any animals. We can only eat people. So that renders the dodo as an edible item pretty useless.
and just useless in general. If it's just another bird that's just going to pollute the world.
It could be an egg. You could eat its eggs.
We could eat its eggs.
We could eat its egg. Yeah, big dodo eggs. Maybe that might be nice. Have a nice
Yeah.
omelette, dodo omelette.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. Anyway, now we've discussed the sanctity of the ethical nature of eating animals and how it's actually bad, and converted me from carnivore to fully fledged vegetarian.
Yeah.
We've got to decide, Kyle. Do we want a wolf, a dog tiger, or a fancy bird back?
Well, I'm going to take the bird out because I don't think that's going to be useful to anyone apart from the eggs.
Think of those eggs.
I'm thinking of the eggs, but I'm like, what is it going to be much different from a chicken's egg?
I'm not sure. Now we need to think about the reasons for extinction, because the dodos are extinct supposedly because we ate them all because they were delicious. The Tasmanian tiger's extinct because farmers shot them all because they were eating their livestock.
And because don't quote me on this, I think the British Museum were offering rewards for certain animals, but bring this animal back for our.
Oh yeah, they were also
exhibits.
sending things around to zoos and stuff, but the thylacine couldn't survive in zoos. And the
they,
direwolf,
stressed it the fuck out.
the direwolf, was it a thing?
Yeah.
Was it just a really big wolf?
It's just a stuck off wolf.
But then why did the really big wolf die?
I think.
Was it too big?
Was it dumb? Were they like lemmings? Did they just walk off a cliff?
Yeah. What's the excuse? Why did the direwolves die? She's currently googling it as we speak because she doesn't actually know. This is a very poorly thought out question. Come on.
Right. So they had a restricted range in which they preyed.
Yeah. Well, that's just wolves stick to their territory, isn't it?
No. So they had a limited prey.
Oh, they didn't have
availability.
enough things to eat.
They were very selective with their diet. They only ate specific things.
Maybe
they only ate the dodo, and then
Maybe.
the dodo died off, and then they were like, well, what are we going to eat now?
So soon after the appearance of humans in the New World, so we killed them with it as well.
But how did we kill them? Why is that our fault?
I guess maybe we should turn them into
We should right. So what we're getting at today is we should all eat people.
We
Farm
should
eat people.
We should eat the dumbest of us, and then
I'm already offended.
yeah, that's the problem though. It's like most of us
I'll
are
fight
dumb,
you.
so yeah, maybe we're not setting a good precedent here. Right. So anyway, we need to bring back one of these animals for my park. What do people go to the zoo mostly for? They go to the zoo to see the tiger. They go to the zoo to see the elephant. They go to see the bigger animals.
They go to the zoo for their kids, surely. Surely it's more of a child-based entertainment than an adult-based entertainment.
Yeah, what do kids find exciting when they go to the zoo? What's their
Dinosaurs.
Unfortunately, I don't have the money for that yet. I've got the DNA to make one of these three. I think kids. I don't think a kid would be that interested by a dodo. It's like showing a kid a chicken, and they're like, oh yeah. No.
What petting zoos, Kyle? Have you ever petted a chicken? They're so soft.
They can bite though.
So soft.
Peck your face.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that
Green
viral?
Giants would be like sky high.
Have you seen the viral video of that small boy child that hugs that chicken? That's wholesome. That's wholesome, Kyle. Change your life.
So yeah, we've got a tiger with a pouch, or a wolf, I'm thinking. In what way does a dire wolf differ from a regular wolf?
I think it's just bigger. I think that's legitimately it.
So you're saying, we could just show the kids a wolf and they wouldn't really know any difference?
Yeah, be like, look how big that wolf is. Daddy, look at the really big wolf.
It's just fat, don't we be?
Whereas a tiger with a kangaroo pouch, that's interesting.
Well, we're looking at a tiger with a kangaroo pouch. The Tasmanian tiger is technically an entirely different species to
Tiger.
to a tiger. But I don't know what its ancestors are.
Well, it's a
Animal-wise, it's a marsupial.
marsupial, right?
Yeah.
So it's probably like koala.
Probably.
That sounds the most interesting to me.
It looks
so I think
looks completely different to anything that we already have now.
A bit like a long dog.
Except maybe like a long dog, but it's got a really big openy mouth.
yeah. So I think that's what I'm going to go for.
That's
because I think
basically, we're basing this park on purely people coming to visit and paying money to see this animal. So a dodo would be great if you were making Tom's Chainsaw and Barbecue
Yeah.
Dodo flavoured
Dodo
wings,
eggs.
dodo wings and dodo eggs. That'd be fantastic.
But for our Jurassic Park, a dodo is a no-no.
No, dodo's a no-no. The wolves are just big wolves.
Big
Yeah.
wolves.
So it's just like, it's just like we've...
Oh, look, there's a wolf, but bigger. No.
Yeah, no.
You just put a magnifying glass in front of one of our normal wolves and everyone will be happy.
Binoculars,
Yeah.
But a magical tiger with a kangaroo pouch, everyone's going to be interested in that. And, you know, they're going to flock to the park to see this. And then, hopefully, I will get my funding for dinosaurs.
Future, yeah.
So let's take a few interesting facts about the thylacine, Kyle.
The
Let's
thylacine.
make this podcast educational.
Well, we had
Well,
four
yeah.
facts last time I was on.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, we should do Jess Facts.
Yeah.
That was a segment we did in the last episode with Jess in it.
What's your Jess fact of the day?
My just fact, I really like thylacines. They're like my favourite animal.
That's the fact about you, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jess Facts.
Okay.
Just facts. I think the last one died in England somewhere in the zoo, and they just kept him in like, oh no, I think it was a woman tiger.
Interesting fact number 1.
Mm-hmm.
They had 46 teeth.
46 teeth.
Interesting fact number 2. It had short ears, about 80 millimeters long.
Okay.
Interesting fact number 3. See, the thylacine lived in Tasmania, but also was spread as far as New Guinea.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't just in Tasmania. That's just down in Tasmania, where they were made famous, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that was like their last sort of foothold before people killed them.
Yeah, but then saying that, Tasmania, they don't need the thylacine because they've got the Tasmanian devil, which still exists. There's a little
So you've got like a top
little angry boy.
Yeah. Yeah, but Jurassic Park.
How do we know that the Tasmanian devil didn't kill the thylacine?
Well, we'll
Even though it's
clone
only
it,
this-
and
okay.
then Kyle can do fights.
Wow.
Well, that's kind of dog fighting.
No, we'll basically just we'll frame it like Pokemon or something, and people will put two animals against each other and see what can beat the Tasmanian tiger. It'll be amazing.
I feel like there's going to be Peter's going to be up in your business. There's going to be animal rights activists all over the park, Kyle.
Yeah, I mean it
As
was
long
a
as they pay
sharp.
to get in.
Yeah, exactly. It was a sharp turn going from everyone's turning into a vegetarian to let's make animals fight to the death.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I mean, Pokemon did that.
Pokemon did it, and it was fine. So
Yeah.
I think we can get away with it.
Okay, so we've
yeah.
decided then. Thylacine wins.
Thylacine wins. Everyone should know that. You should go for the most interesting creature and then start up your own animal fighting ring in your new Jurassic Park. And I
Yeah.
think
I
that's
can't
a
wait
good
to see
moral to
dinosaur
end it on.
fights. That's going to be
Oh
great.
yeah,
I can watch dinosaur fights.
What would your favourite dinosaur fight be?
My favourite dinosaur fight. The ones that headbutt each other.
Yeah, but the herbivores.
Yeah, but they still fight. Two males.
We're going to make them really angry first.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just going to fire spitballs at them. Call them names.
Yeah, just say bad things about their mums.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how we're going to make them fight.
Okay.
Okay.
What language do dinosaurs speak though?
What?
No, because you can't call its mum because you've made it, so you're its mum for starters, and for seconds. And for
Okay.
seconds, like, do they speak English? Well, they
Um,
don't speak English, but can they understand English? So if you call its mum, even though you're its mum, would they understand you?
hello, dinosaur mom. Yes.
I mean, they do have bigger
Pretty
brains
bones
than
off
us.
the
Are they
face.
smarter than us? Would they be as intelligent as us?
All I'm saying, Kyle, is there's been
Yeah.
3 Jurassic Park movies now. 4 Jurassic... No, yeah, 3 Jurassic Parks and 2
Six,
Jurassic
right?
Worlds. No,
Oh, yeah.
3
Yeah.
Jurassic Parks.
No, 4 Jurassic Park, right?
I don't remember.
I think so.
Isn't there 3? I'm going to say
Jurassic
there's
Park, Lost World.
3. If I'm wrong, post a comment in chat, and if I am wrong, donate to Kyle's Patreon. If I'm wrong, you have to donate.
Yeah.
If I'm right, you also have to donate.
I think that's the best way for this to work.
Yeah. But yeah, there's 3 Jurassic Parks and like 2 or 3 Jurassic Worlds.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
the saying goes, all of those end badly. Dinosaurs are a bad idea. You can't keep them under wraps. There's not enough electrical fences to keep them in. They're going to eat everything.
So do you know what the
That's
the
why
thing
they're on
is,
an island.
Things kept going wrong, and they didn't fix the things that were going wrong. So
Because
there
there
was
was dinosaurs on the loose.
They were like, oh, fences, let's put fences up. No, dig a fuck off pit.
Yeah.
They can't get out of a pit. Put a roof on the pit. Like, put them underwater. Like,
You want to drown the dinosaurs.
underwater.
no, like in a little lagoon. like Subnautica, right?
What?
Like, so you've just got like an air bubble under the water, so that if they escape, they will drown.
I don't understand.
Like an air bubble under the water.
So what you're saying is you want to put this theme park at the bottom of the ocean?
Yeah.
So it'll be more like an aquarium, and people will walk through and see the
No,
dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs
basically it'll
are
just be
out
like
and about.
it'll be a big enclosed park underwater. So you've got a big dome that's got oxygen being fed into it. But if a dinosaur does escape, Kyle,
Yeah.
it'll escape into the ocean and die.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's...
This is Jessica's great idea.
It is. You can't have like obviously aquatic dinosaurs because that falls
We've
apart.
barely got the funding to make a thylacine, Jessica.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to give us the funding for the rest of this park, especially if this is... Like, I mean, we can pitch it to them.
Yeah, and then as well, like there might be like a megalodon that like fucks us up.
You just show up to like this big business meeting of people in suits with a cloud at the end.
Yeah, Tom's going to be waiting for
Are these
us all.
dinosaurs good for barbecue?
You can get a lot of meat off that dinosaur.
Have you seen my
good eating.
chainsaws? Starts juggling chainsaws.
Yeah, in like a submarine.
Okay, right, we've gone full circle.
So,
I
so
also
now...
found out the book I was meaning was Brave New World, not 1984, and I'm being stupid. But I guess that doesn't matter.
Sponsor, Brave New World, the book. Go and find it in your local bookstore now. Give it a read. Jessica's recommendation.
It's a
There you
classic.
go.
There you go. Now you've got a new book to go and find.
But,
If you don't know it
let's
already.
listen to the end of this podcast first, because
Yeah, yeah.
come on.
Yeah,
Who reads
get
these
to the
days?
end. No
Podcasts
one.
are where it's at.
It's like reading, but with your ears.
Also, it's educational. This has
Exactly.
definitely not killed
This-
any of your brain cells.
I've learned more on this podcast than I've learned on any other podcast so far.
Okay, let's go
learned-
through.
Yes, facts.
No,
Just
just
facts.
facts. Let's go through. Carl, what have you learned this podcast?
I have learned that chainsaws are a good investment.
Yeah.
I have learned that if you're going to build a Jurassic Park, you should build it around a body of water in case the dinosaurs escape.
Around a body of water, inside a body,
Inside a body of water in case the dinosaurs escape.
and that's why you should make ones that can't fly, because the ones flew off the island and they were a
You
problem.
can't fly through water.
No, but I don't mean if it's underwater. I mean if it's surrounded by
Okay.
water. That's why they were on an island in the first place.
Yeah.
But for some reason they made flying ones, which is a very silly idea.
You should have like clipped the wings or something, Charlie.
Their wings are like skin. That's like really gross and be really mean.
I've learned that the dodo is a amazing tasting creature, although
Apparently.
not that interesting to have in your theme park.
No.
And I've learnt that the Tasmanian tiger has a kangaroo pouch. So I think I've learnt quite a lot in this episode.
And animals are very useful, and we shouldn't eat them. We should all become vegetarians.
If we didn't eat them, would we have them?
In zoos.
Keep them locked in cages instead.
Yeah.
So there
So
you
think
go.
about it. Instead of murdering these chickens, what you should do is keep them in really confined cages where they can just lay eggs all day. That sounds like a great idea.
Break their legs,
Yeah, yeah.
keep them in their hutches, like cram as many in as you can together and just force
Yeah.
them to lay eggs all day.
Just so it's more profitable, yeah.
Yeah, I won't eat meat, but I'll profit from them.
Yeah, so yeah.
So you're not a bad person.
Battery farming is the future.
And if you, I don't know how you could, but if you disagree with anything we've said today, then, you know,
You're wrong.
you're wrong.
Because
But
this
let-
is the correct podcast.
It is completely correct. But you can let us know what you think in the comments. And if you enjoyed the episode, then please follow and subscribe to the podcast on Patreon, as I think we said about 10 times. Yeah.
Give Carl money. Give him money now. Do it. You know you want to.
You can find it at patreon.com/ifyouhadto, though, where you can find all the newest episodes being posted up all the time. And you can follow me on Twitter at Kyle M. Bennett. That's Kyle_M_Bennett with 2 N's and 2 T's. Is there anything you want to promote while you're here to do so?
Do you want to appear on the next Would You Rather, though? You have to be a friend of Kyle. You can't be a friend of Kyle without subscribing.
I don't think we've got anything to promote.
Shut
Yeah,
up, with the
promote.
jingle's happening now. The jingle and the outro is
No,
happening
yes,
now.
there's a question. You can't just think
Have
about.
What are you promoting?
I'm promoting vegetarianism.
I'm promoting Tom's Dodo Barbecue and Grill and Hickories. Everybody go to Hickories. Not sponsored.
We do need to go though.
Come on down to Tom's Barbecue. Tom's Dodo Barbecue is finger licking great.
Also, I do chainsaws.
We can't say finger licking good because that's taken already.
Is it actually like true, Matt?
I don't know, probably. If you want to go and donate to anything that's not Carl's Patreon, go and donate to your nearest animal sanctuary, because animals are people too.
Yeah, go give some money to RSPCA.
Yeah, RSPCA, Dogs Trust,
PDSA.
Cats Are Us.
Cats Are Us.
Yeah. Go and donate now. Do it.
Please.
But
Please.
first, give
But
to
first,
the Patreon.
yeah,
Goodbye,
that's
everybody.
Goodbye. This has been If You Had To, though. I've been Kyle.
Enjoy the jingle. Goodbye!
I've been Jess.
I've been Nathan, but not Nathan as you know him. And you've been Would You Rather Those? Ki!
You know that's not what the show's called, right?
Fireworks. If you had to, though. Carl, when you need to put the jingle on.
Yeah, but
Jing-
it,
I don't
Look,
do
this
an end
podcast
jingle.
is going to run for 5 hours unless you put the outro jingle on right
There's
now.
no outro jingle. I've never had
You're
an
going to have to
outro
make
jingle.
one, aren't you?
this is the end of the show.
There you go. That's it.
I'm going to put that on the end of every episode now. You know that,
Yeah,
right?
that's done. Yeah, perfect. Oh.